Have you ever gone to the thrift store and walked around in circles because you're not really sure what you're looking for? You know you want to resell things, you know you want to find good prices and things that will sell in your Poshmark closet or on your eBay store, but you're just not sure where to begin. In this video, I'm going to take you along with me and show you the key things that I look for when I'm sourcing. Hey everyone, I am back today with another video. Felt like I needed to check out for a bit. Jay and I just went and grabbed a coffee and I dropped off some stuff at the post office. I photographed 15 items this morning. I have about 75 to photograph, but I did 15. I listed 6 items, shared my closet, did all that stuff. It's now like 2 in the afternoon. I wanted to take you along with me at Savers, and I just want to run comps with you and show you some strategies on how I do sourcing. This is stuff that I've definitely addressed before. In fact, I talked at length about this in my video that started my series From the Store to Your Door, where I talk about my 5 strands of sourcing. I am going to apply those strategies today, and what I'm going to try to do is check off at least 3 of the 5 boxes. So when I talk about my 5 sourcing strategies, there are 5 things I look for when I go shopping. Cost is number 1. Well, they're actually not in any particular order. I consider all of these things. Cost and comps, and by comps I mean what are the comparable sold comps of an item. So I'm looking at what it sells for and trying to see if it's worth the pickup based on the cost. The condition is really important. That's the third thing I look for. It's 3 C's, so cost, comps, condition. I want to make sure it's in good condition. If you watched my video from yesterday in Pennsylvania when I went thrifting, I passed on a $1 pair of Eileen Fisher pants because they were all stretched out, they were faded, the condition was really poor. So even for $1, I passed on those, and I love picking up Eileen Fisher. Style is important to me, and brand. So those are the last 2 things. So sometimes I'll pick up items based on the brand. Even if I'm not crazy about the style, sometimes the brand will trump the style if it's just that good of a brand. And sometimes I pick up things based on style, and brand means nothing to me. In fact, last week I picked up an Aztec sweater, not unbranded, but it was like a TJ Maxx brand, something in another style that I would have normally passed on. And it was just a really pretty open cardigan sweater with a nice Southwestern Aztec print on the back. That is something I picked up strictly on style. So those are the things I'm going to be looking for, and we're going to see if I can find at least 5 items that check that box. And I can't shop too long because I need to get home and edit this video. So let's go to Savers and see what we can find. All right, off I go. I'm like, where are all the carts? But they were inside because they keep them in here and they clean them regularly. Right here, the woman yells out to me that they are only accepting credit cards because of the coin shortage. In this video, I'm only going to do a very small amount of like thrift with me stuff. I'm just poking around here. I see these cute Steve Maddens. I'm a sucker for faux fur, but $6.49. I'm not too excited. I don't always run comps on everything, but what I'm basically going to do is gather everything up and show you what I've already collected. So here I am with a cart full. This is like 30 minutes later. So these are a pair of Fabletics pants. I've done pretty well with Fabletics. And these are in really good condition, but for $8, just too much. That's a pass. This is an Aloe hoodie. Super excited to find Aloe, but it's orange. It's very dated. The logo is peeling off. $8. That was a pass as well. I just think that color would be a tough sell. These are older tag Athleta shorts, $5.99. They're gray, kind of low-waisted, not crazy about that style. I passed on those. Lululemon. These are a size 2. They are also low-waisted and borderline gray because they are so worn. And I'm trying to show you the pilling on these, but the light is tricky right where I'm standing. Okay, made a mistake on this next item. This brand is called CRZ Yoga. I loved this style. It was a large, it was perfect condition. It was $5.99. Picked it up, and comps I saw were about $17. It's a brand that's sold on Amazon, so not sure if that was a great pickup. $5.99 for this fleece from Vineyard Vines. I should also note that I had a 20% off coupon. Okay, I'm showing you these comps because they are so all over the place. These run anywhere from $11 to $50. So I'm hoping to get somewhere around 25, and I decided to pick this up. Okay, moving on, I found this really cute Jimi Hendrix t-shirt. It was cropped in excellent condition for a good price. I ended up grabbing that. This I passed on. It's a Gronkowski jersey. He no longer plays for the Patriots, and he's so beloved here, but I keep telling myself I'm going to stop picking up kids, so I put that back. These were riding pants, which there really is a following for these, and the price was great on these and the condition was good, but I have to say they just did not inspire me. I ended up leaving these behind, but I am going to show the comps to let you decide if you think that was a good call. This is a local festival in Boston called Boston Calling, and I just really like this sweatshirt. But it was $8.50. The brand is 47, which is a good sports brand, but I just thought it was a little too niche. I wasn't sure if it would sell. I left that behind. These are a pair of Roots, like just army colored elastic waist cotton pants. I really like the style of these. They were only marked $4.49. I do like the brand Roots. I decided to grab those. This I had to look up. This was a set, and I thought it was really cute. And just at first glance, I thought it was only $5.49 for the set. So the brand is called The Room. So my first thought was, I wonder if this is a brand that's sold on Revolve. So I did look that up. This little number I picked up strictly on style. It's vintage. There's no way to run comps on it. I could tell by the tag it was vintage. It's suede. It's tassel-y boho vest. Just thought that was super fun. Had to pick that up. The price wasn't bad on that. This is very typical for savers. So here are some Lucky jeans, and these are priced at $12.99. There are about 100 of these available. Definitely passed on these. Lucky just is not worth that, even new with tag. And these are new with tag American Eagle, but they're jeggings, they're skinny legs. It's something that I'm kind of avoiding a little bit. $11.29. This would have been a great bins pickup, but not for $11.29. The retail's only $39.99. Even new with tag, I might get $25. After fees, it wouldn't be worth it. This I picked up. I recently did a podcast with Daniela, and we talked about brands that are underrated, and I have a really good sell-through rate with Adidas, and it's something that I don't even really pay close attention to. This was a miss for me. I passed on these. They're called, I believe, the Pippa Dansko, and the comps are really good. These checked every single box. One of the few things. Good condition, good price, good brand, good style, all that stuff. This was my sad moment for the day. So I'm showing you these. These are Todds. How amazing are those and brand new. Now I pull out this other one as if it's a match for $7.99. They're two different shoes, and I could not find the match. These comps were super low on these Converse, so I left these behind, and there was a little bit of wear around the white part, but I probably could have cleaned that up for the right price or the right comps. This was my big score of the day. Look at this dress, and it's a size 12. I may have to keep it. Rana Gill is one of my favorite designers. She sells stuff in Anthropology. This dress is just stunning. A little on the pricier side. I paid up for this in a heartbeat. The comps are, somewhere, I think 60 or 70 is a safe comp. I could be a little ambitious and try to go higher because of the size. Now here is a pair of Lululemon that I did pick up. These are like an eggplant color, super high rise, probably still a little bit of a dated style, but they were in much better condition than the other ones. And I liked that it was a high rise. It still had that tag attached. So same price, $7.99, but I went for that. These Vionics, the comps just weren't there, and they're a summer shoe. If the comps were there, I'd buy them even though they were out of season, but I passed on those. These Vionics, however, I did pick up. And there were only 3, I believe, that were available, and the comps were good, and the condition was beautiful of these. on these. Okay, these I didn't run comps. This is a vintage Dooney and Burke little wristlet. It was only $1.99 before the 20%. Not gonna run comps on that, just gonna grab it. Easy to photograph. Comps were between like $12 and $20. These I'm really excited about. Condition, not good at all. Hopefully the Doc Martin balsam will bring these back to life. I can't wait to show an after at a later time. Pick those up for sure. I have a lot of luck with Bagolini. I actually sold a mini Bagolini like this, I think in the 30, but it was stained. So even at $2.99, I left that behind. And then another pair of Vionics, left these behind. But I did end up grabbing these Coach wedges. They were just in really good condition, and I just thought a very classic style. The comps on these were like $35 or $45, so I did grab those. So at this point I've checked out and I am just hunting for these Todds. Look at how beautiful these are up close. I can't believe somebody else must have grabbed the pair like these, because I doubt somebody donated it like this. So see the difference in the sole? The quality was just not even comparable. All right, what did you all think? I have a few reflections as I just went over the footage from that video and just thought about my time in the store. As I've shared before, at this Savers, there is little to no reception. So this is a really tricky place to do this little exercise with, because it's hard for me to get comps quickly. I was in a little bit of a time crunch because I was trying to get home to actually edit this. So I don't think I was making my best choices. So a few things. I probably should have picked up those Dance Goes based on the comps, but I just wasn't crazy about that style. I said this before, that I am not the main source of income for my family. I feel like that gives me an opportunity to be a little bit more selective and pass on things that may not like spark joy with me, even if they're going to bring me a slightly better profit than something else. So I just want to say that for people, because a lot of times people say, you know, can I do this as a full-time job? Is the income potential there? And I absolutely think that it is. If I was trying to earn a full-time living on reselling alone, not including any affiliate marketing, not including my YouTube channel, anything like that, I would make slightly different choices when I was shopping. And I feel like I just always have to insert that every once in a while because I'm always like, oh, buy what makes you happy. Well, you know what? If you're putting food on the table, you buy what makes you money. So that's just like a little bit on that. This is another thing. Like, I really liked the style of this. And with athletic wear, sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes there are really obscure brands that you may not know, and then you run the comps and the comps are like out of this world. I really loved this. I really like sports bras that have a little bit of thickness here, so it's almost like a half tank top. This is really nice. The only place I saw this brand was on Amazon, so I thought it was interesting. There was a stock photo of this. It has this really fun back. So this was $5.99, too much money. You figure this was $5.99, those Dance Goes were $8.49. They were both 20% off. We're talking about less than a $2 difference. And those Dance Goes, I think solidly would have brought me like a $40 return. This is going to be between $17 and $20 return. So those Dance Goes were double the profit, you know, double the amount that I could get for this. So I could go back, I could return this. Savers does have a great return policy as long as the tag is attached. So that's one of my reflections. If I could swap those items, if I had quicker access to the internet and I ran the comps while I was there, I would switch those items. I just wanted to reiterate, because I feel like I went over this pretty quickly. These Mary Jane Doc Martens, anytime you find Doc Martens, I feel like they are worth a pickup regardless of the condition. So I will probably just trim these little loose edges off. And what I look for in Doc Martens is the wear on the sole, because these soles are really durable. And there is very little wear on these soles, like a little bit here, but I mean, generally so good. You can still see the Doc Marten here. So most of the wear is here. So I cannot wait to love these up with the Doc Marten Wonder Balsam, which is great on anything, but it's made for Doc Marten. So I'm very excited about that. and these were $6.49. Another thing that I really liked about these is all of this was very much still intact. You can see what size it is, which if anybody is curious, these are a size 8. I may price these around $80 and see what happens with them because there are none like this online. There is one that sold on Depop for €80, which is closer to $100 in American money. Oh my God, you're not gonna believe what I just saw. Ah, look it, this is just attached. Ah. I struggled today. Look at that. I'm so sad. Between this and the Todds, those were going to be my 2 highest profits. I'm going to return them now. Stocks can only go so far unless I could try to stitch that, but that's just more work than I'm up for. These will go back. What a shame. I know they look dirty, but the return on this would have been really good. So maybe I'll read up a little bit on stitching. What a bummer. When I said I would cut that, I thought it was the strap side. This is the strap side. That is the other side. Yeah, what a bummer. I don't know if this is a very good video for you guys. Here I am trying to be like, these are my 5 sourcing strategies. One sourcing strategy that I think I may have to add, not a strategy, but something to consider, is saturation. So those Vionics, those suede Vionic shoes that I showed you, there were only 3 available listed when I put in the actual style number. Some people might just say suede Vionic slip-on shoe and others might pop up. But when you put in, I think it was the Adele, Adell, when I put that in, only 3 of them showed up. So when something's very low saturation, like there's a lot of room, just like those Doc Martens, there were none. So that actually boosts the value in my opinion. So even if you have something that checks all the boxes, but it's completely saturated, typically if it's saturated, then your comps are going to be low. But for those Vionics, I think I might even be able to get a little bit more because there are so few listed. So saturation is definitely something you want to keep your eye on. This little number right here, it took me a while to figure out where this was from. So there is a brand called The Laundry Room, which is on Revolve, and that's what was in my head. But just the room, I could not find anything. So I looked up the RN number, and the RN number will always tell you the name of the company, like where it is from. So this company that popped up with this RN was called Arc & Company, Arc & Co. So comment below if that's familiar to you. But I just thought this was a really cute ensemble. So that with the skirt, and the price was, oh no, these are actually shorts, which I like even better. And the price was only $5.49, less 20%. So this, the condition was beautiful. The price was there. I loved the style. The brand wasn't great, but everything else was good. So really the 2 winners, I think, of this haul were these Birkenstocks and the Ranagil dress. And these were not as perfect as I had thought. Surprise, surprise. They do have this tiny little split in the leather here, and there's just a little bit of a chunk right here. But overall, these are in very good condition. I mean, if you pick up Birkenstocks a lot, like at the bins or something, you see that they are like trashed. So with the $5.49 price tag, I am pretty confident that oh, there's another little chunk over here. Wow. If this tells you anything, it's that you have to really take your time and be careful. I was clearly rushed today. I'm guessing if these were in mint condition, these would have been like a $60 to $75 return. This condition, I'm thinking they will be like $30 to $45 return. I feel pretty confident about that. So with a less than $5 investment, this was a good pickup. And I'm afraid to even look closely at this because I am so in love with this dress. And it is absolutely beautiful. She is one of my favorites. So $11.49, this is a little pricier, but it has style. It has a return on investment. So the comps were good. The style was good. The brand is good. The condition is good. The only thing that wasn't stellar was the price on this, but I don't mind paying up for really beautiful pieces. Sheer arms, and I think this will do particularly well given the season. I'm so excited about these. Some of these dresses sold for $140 and some sold as low as $45. So really we can land anywhere in between. I'm guessing because it's a size 12, it will be on the higher side, but I have to try it on first. I may have to wear this. There were a couple of other things that I did pick up that I didn't share in the video just because I didn't hold it up. I got these Havaiana shoes. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Havaiana flip-flops, but they have a following. I was actually wearing these in black when I found these, and they're my size. Tiny bit of wear on the bottom, but they were $2.99. Certain places mark these up, and I always get frustrated, but whenever they are around this $1.99, $2.99, I will pick them up. And this is a quick like $18, $20. So I didn't even have to run the comps on these because I have purchased these before. So I did grab those. And then the last thing I picked up was this belt that I thought was so pretty. Had all this detail, leather, excellent condition. And this is actually a belt made by Chico's. They make some really great belts. There's sequins. There's just so much going on with this belt. It's so pretty. This was $4.99 and then 20% off. So all in, all of the items that I got, I spent $99. I ended up putting those Todds back. So I spent $99. I had a 20% off coupon, so my total was $79. So my average cost of goods, if you take the 16 items that I purchased, and you take the $79.99, which is what I paid, you divide it by the 16 items, my average cost of goods comes out to $4.9999, which is, honestly, I always say at Savers, my average cost of goods ends up about $5. That is with the Doc Martens included, which I don't know. Let me know if you think I should just try to sell them as is, just like wing it, see if somebody else wants to repair them because they're really unique, and go from there. I'll probably make my $5.50 back. I feel pretty confident about that. Maybe they'll sell for like $25 and someone will just stitch that. I can always clean them up. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this style video. I always find that it's fun to share with you what I'm picking up, what I'm not picking up, why I'm leaving things behind, and why I'm taking things home with me. And I also think that today's video is a really good example of why it's important to take your time when you're thrifting. I feel like I've been doing this for a few years now. I feel experienced and I still make mistakes all the time. So if you're in a hurry, maybe just try to carve out extra time at the end to review what's in your cart before you check out. So if you only have an hour, give yourself a good chunk of time to check out. I was fast because I'm trying to get a lot of videos out this week. So that's what happened. So we learn from our mistakes too. Thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. Subscribe if you're interested in more content. I'm really excited for tomorrow's video. I am going to be doing a 2-year reflection on reselling through answering questions from you. I posted a question in my stories on Instagram. There's still time to go. DM me if you're interested, although I do have a ton of questions, so I may have to break this down into 2 videos, but I'm going to answer questions about reselling, about YouTube, about just life in general, and I'm so excited to just sit down with you, not have to do music or voiceovers or anything like that, just one-on-one and chat with you about my reselling life, and I'm so excited for it. So I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow night. Bye.